Hello and welcome to Liberty Nation's LNTV. I'm your host, Mark Angelides. Now today, we're joined by Liberty Nation's Legal Affairs Editor, Mr. Scott D. Cosenza. Welcome, Scott.
Hi, Mark.
And the topic under discussion is Ghislaine Maxwell, who's recently been ordered held without bail on numerous federal charges. Will she make it to trial? Will some incident befall her, a la Jeffrey Epstein? Scott, let's find out the latest. I know you first want to describe the bail function here in the criminal justice system. Could you give us some on that?
Mark, even though Ms. Maxwell is accused of heinous crimes or helping Jeffrey Epstein commit heinous crimes, she and every other criminal defendant in the United States is entitled to a presumption of legal innocence unless and until they're convicted. And bail is only supposed to serve one purpose: to guarantee a defendant's appearance at trial. So the idea is they put forth a bunch of money and they're more likely to show up in court to meet those charges. So the only reason why a judge should let somebody out or not let somebody out on bail is because they believe they will flee, or alternatively, if they're a danger to the community. So if, for instance, you have somebody who is the leader of a criminal gang and the state believes that they will continue to operate that criminal gang while they're out on bail, for instance, that might be a reason to deny bail. But if the court believes that the defendant will show up to meet the charges and is not an ongoing danger to the community, then bail should be given.
Now, with Ms. Maxwell, it's quite a unique situation because I believe that even though she's been under the federal spotlight for a while now, she has left the country and returned on several occasions. So why was she denied bail on this occasion?
Well, the federal government said that she left the country, I think, 15 times in the last 3 years in their application to the court to see her not receive bail. But what they didn't say is that for more than a year, since Jeffrey Epstein's arrest, she has not been out of the country. She's lived in the United States, and she is a U.S. citizen. She has other citizenship as well, which complicated her bail request and perhaps may have been the reason why it was ultimately denied. But she's a U.S. citizen who's spent the last year in the United States knowing that she's been the focus of this manhunt, basically, for publicity, and also that the stirring of criminal charges was in the air against her.
It's quite interesting that many of those in the media who are applauding that she's being denied bail are the self-same people who have been getting on board with the Black Lives Matter bandwagon in saying that cash bail is an affront to rights. It seems quite a juxtaposition to me. Is this, in your opinion, Scott, is this the opposite of privilege?
Well, it's quite clear from the judge's remarks, Mark, that if she were a poor woman, that she probably would have gotten bail. The judge cited that she owned property out of the country, that she had multiple passports and citizenships, and that she wasn't employed and wouldn't lose employment by jumping bail. And those were the reasons given. This idea that poor people get a bad shake in our justice system is often true, and that elimination of cash bail, it really does crush the poor. But the idea that rich people get a free pass is also not true. They are often treated differently, especially ones with high profile, because of the way prosecutors and the courts want to use basically their profile to make their own point. Robert Kraft is undergoing, the billionaire owner of the New England Patriots, is undergoing his own legal battle now. And I suggest to you that in both of these instances, if the people were near poor and not famous, there would be different outcomes.
One would think that due to what happened to her alleged accomplice in these crimes, Jeffrey Epstein, what happened to him in federal custody, she would very much want to be out of federal custody. Can she appeal this decision?
Mark, the decision to deny bail is appealable, but I think that the likelihood of success is very low. So it stands to reason that Ms. Maxwell will have to endure the next year at least in federal custody as she awaits trial.
All right, Scott, but clearly there's going to be a lot more to this story. Will there be a plea? Will there be an appeal? And of course, will there even be a trial? That's the big question that everybody's asking. And we'll catch up more on this later. Many thanks for your time, Scott.
Thanks, Mark.
And thanks to you at home.
Go deeper on the topic discussed in this video, head on over to one of these links here or go to our Liberty Nation Roku channel. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for liberty.